That's not what's important to the people he's catering to.
No, that's...
What up, everybody? It's your boy Adonis here. Last Dictators Gaming. I was just watching the TEKASHI69 interview on Breakfast Club, and I also saw, I'm a big fan of Joe Budden, his music, period, his podcast. I like his points the most. He is the modern day version of 50 Cent. Where, like, when 50 Cent came out back in, like, 2000, well, there's two different versions of 50 Cent when he first came out. There was before he was shot, and then after he was shot, and was signed to Interscope Shady label. The one, the 50 Cent, come on. The 50 Cent when he was, like, before he got shot, he was ill, but he definitely was trolling everybody in the industry. But that was before the word troll was even a word, really, in that context. When you had that How to Rob song, which was so popular back then. And for, like, an artist who was not really known, and everyone was talking about him. And keep in mind, this was like, if my memory serves me correct, was 98, 99? I want to say it was 99. Jay-Z mentioned him. I'm about $1. What the? It's 50 cents. A lot of other people were asking about 50 Cent. I mean, honestly, even when that was happening, I was talking to my boys about 50 Cent. I was in college then. But I was like, dang, 50 Cent's just everywhere now. And then he got that Get Rich or Die Trying. I can see a lot of similarities between him and 50 Cent. So I can see how 50 kind of vouched for him. And shout out to my boy 50. Shout out to Young Buck too. But I like the point that Joe Budden really was saying. He's definitely doing it. Yep, but he's definitely, I have to admit, TEKASHI69 is definitely doing his thing right now. Do I listen to his music? Not really, but how I am, it's not really for me anyway. So let me just be honest. I listen to Joe Budden's, the Jay-Z's type. Not so much the Onyx, DMX's. Even though I did like DMX when he first came out. So I'm really curious to see, like, how he progressed. How he progresses the older he gets. And Tekashi, I do have a beat for you, if you want to holler at me, or if one of his people want to holler at me. I do have a beat for him. I think that will help him in later albums. Because the thing I want to know, and I'm assuming he's probably thinking too, is like, yeah, he's 21. That's cool. I want to see what the version of the 25-year-old Tekashi is going to be. Like, what type of music is he going to talk about? Where's his stance? But that's like the old school A&R in me. It's kind of looking at the projection of something. But hey, he's doing his thing. Hey, I can't fault him. Cardi B's doing her thing too, and I didn't even expect for me to kind of talk about Cardi B, but hey, let me talk about that too. The Be Careful song. I have to admit, I was really impressed with that track. Having her so candidly talk about her feelings and her situation with Offset is very good. Very good. That's what I want to see out of artists that I listen to. Obviously, if I'm a big Joe Budden fan, that's all he does. Every track, he gives you non-stop personal situations. Let's go on to the next race. So Sweet Sweet Canyon. So to see her talk so vividly about her situation where you feel like you're like her friend, I have to give her props on that. I really do. So I'm really gonna listen to her album with all the respect to see where she's coming with, because if she's doing that, then it may be a very flushed out, developed album. So now back to TEKASHI69. The problems that I had with his interview. I'm not a gang member at all. Never been in part of any gang. Nothing to do with any gang. To be honest with you, I'm from Niceville. So yeah, there's no gangs in Niceville. Even though it just sounds funny saying I'm from Niceville. So, no! So when he's talking about the actual photos of him having the other one, it's like, that doesn't look good. Because the problem is that there are a lot of people, just like what they're trying to tell him, there are people out there that will try to do stuff just to make a name for themselves. It hasn't happened so much lately, just because like the culture has changed a lot. But back in my day, oh man, if you were to say something, people would show up to try to either prove you right or prove you wrong. But yeah, that's the crazy thing about it. I mean, it's good in a way that like rap is a lot more gentle, at least when it comes to everything. But it seems like he's bringing out that old school vibe that like we haven't seen in a minute, like literally since 50 Cent. So all I'm trying to say to you, in the words of Cardi B, be careful what you say, because there are people who will try to just mess with you. They will. Me being an old school A&R, being an old school in the industry, alright, let's go on to the next one, and then I'll give you my points of what I'm trying to say at the end. Yep, so definitely be careful, because I was around back in the 2000s doing A&R stuff, pushing out some artists, worked with some artists who actually got deals. But a lot of that with the artists didn't pan out just because of the artists, they just had their own things that they had to deal with. But that's for a different time, different place altogether. Yes. So Tekashi, please be careful. But I do agree with Joe Budden. He did control the whole interview, which was cool, which was really cool to see, because I haven't seen that old school type of feel in like a minute. Like his personality has more of an old school feel than like a modern. Honestly, I haven't really listened to his music as much as like probably a lot of other people have. I'll probably listen to more just to kind of get a better understanding of him. But I can honestly say that was a really good interview. Most of the time, I don't like watching the interviews, like anybody's interviews. All the artists that I used to work with, I used to always kind of prep them on how to make an entertaining interview, because if you don't, it's not going to be enjoyable for the viewers, and then it's going to hurt your brand because people are not going to really care. So, this your boy Adonis here, Last Dictators Gaming. I came in 4th place. Put your comments below. Let me know what you think. Yes, so put your comments below. Tell me what you think of Tekashi's interview on The Breakfast Club. Tell me what you think of Cardi B's song Careful. And where do you see TEKASHI69 going in the future? Please subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a wonderful day. And please put this video on display. Peace!